Hello, back to business tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 4DS with me, BlueAnkylo. So last episode we spent some time in the developer room and spent fooling around with White's minigames. If you skipped that episode, I don't blame you too much. We didn't do anything terribly exciting. Today we're going to get on with work. Now, you may have noticed in the last episode, if you watched, that my voice was back to normal. I said a few episodes ago that I fixed my audio crackle, and then I immediately forgot to actually apply it to the video. There's a software in the background of my computer that interferes with my microphone, so I need to remember to shut it off. So it should be good again now, but if it ever pops back on, it's probably just because I forgot. So sometimes people don't even notice anyway, but I'm trying to get good quality audio. Anyway, today we're on our way to the Tower of Babil, and I'm good at babbling, that's for sure. Now, on the way over, this is, I mentioned a couple episodes ago, this is a good point to do some leveling up. Everybody could use a few levels up, because the next dungeon is pretty difficult, and it would not hurt at all. Although, Cecil is getting his butt kicked up there. He's got draw attacks on right now, so he always gets hit first. And he doesn't have that great of defense right now. Yeah, good job, Yang. I may switch him back to cover, just so that it's not automatically... In fact, yeah. Draw attacks is good, but it can be a little bit much when everyone only hits one guy. So we'll switch back to cover so we can decide if we want to protect Rosa or something. And it doesn't... draw attacks, I don't believe, draws magical attacks, so it's just physical, but when you're fighting like heavy physical enemies, Cecil just gets the snot kicked out of him, unless he's got really high defense. So if we ever find a certain fancy armor later on, you know who I'll be giving it to. Okay, he's weak to ice. Ice, ice, baby. What else was I gonna say for interest's sake? Yeah, leveling up would be smart. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Ah, paralyze on Rydia. That's very good. Good use of her whip. Just paralyze enemies. Even if it doesn't do a lot of damage. She's dead. What else was there? So yeah, the next dungeon is difficult. Oh right, yeah, if you're wondering why I didn't buy more weapons, like the Ogre Axe for Kain, it's because we'll be getting quite a lot of good gear in the next drop. We'll be getting new weapons, new armor, and the Ogre Axe, or Giant Axe, or whatever the heck it's called. Now I'm curious. The Dwarven Axe, sorry. Although it has pretty amazing stats, we'll be finding better stuff anyway. And it's kind of expensive for the fact that you only use it for like half a dungeon. So, that was my thinking. So, Kain might be doing a little bit less damage than you could hope right now. You can probably auto-battle a lot of these if you're in a rush. Probably should have it so Rydia and Rosa are attacking the same target that Kain does, and then we'd probably kill things slightly quicker. But it's all good. So yeah, we get pretty good experience down here. We'll get even more if you can survive in the Tower of Babil. But it's pretty tough. It's a dangerous, dangerous area. You can also see we've explored quite a large amount of this land already. This area is not as big as the overworld. Let's try to kill this guy with them. And then we'll let Yang do some massive damage to the turtle. And I would say, like, the enemies out here are pretty easy, like, compared to some areas of the game that need not be mentioned. We can actually get levels up pretty quickly. Lots of experience, easy battles, it's good stuff. I suppose I could equip Kain with the Blood Spear and see how he does. Oh good, a Mithril Shield, that's an extra couple thousand to sell. It's always nice when you get that kind of drop. Let's just test it out. Because I've had it for so long, I went through a lot of trouble to get it. Or I could have just equipped the flame sword that Cecil used to use. But lots of things are going to be strong against flame. We'll see how the Blood Lance does. Meanwhile, we'll heal up a little bit here. I'm usually not a huge fan of blood-style weapons. They tend to have really nasty drawbacks. Oh look, there's our buddies. Our dwarven friends are fighting with the tower. They're just bombarding it and getting shot back. Alright, well they took some damage. Hold on tough. Hold on tight, dwarves. You'll be okay. I think they're okay. They're very small tanks. They're just itty-bitty baby tanks. Alright, let's get in this tower. We'll just auto it. Let's see how Kane does. Alright, Paralyze continues to work. Actually, Rosa gets attacked thanks to auto battle, even though I don't have it equipped, because it's her auto battle equipped. So yeah, that's why I don't like drain weapons. You only get 10% of the HP you deal. Or 10% of the damage you deal back as HP. It's not really enough to make a big difference, right? Kane does 1,000 damage, heals 100. You know, could be a lot better. I knew there was a reason I didn't care for that Blood Lance. I should have just sold it. Anyway, I think the Flame Sword is better than the Wind Spear. Although, there may be enemies immune to fire in here. Anyway, welcome to Basement 13. This is a huge dungeon. Lots of good loot, lots of difficult enemies. Might have to split this into 2 videos. Two-parter. Emergency exit. Well, if you want to run away, there you go. High potion. If I remember correctly, none of the treasure on the first floor is all that valuable. The good stuff's up ahead. Oh good, this guy. So this is the guy. This is why I keep Yang with the Ice Claws specifically. And Scorch. Well, at least it's not killing everyone in one hit anymore. We've gotten enough levels up that we're not just instantly killed by it. And yeah, Kane with the Fire Sword can't even really attack it, so. And we got some fire arrows, whoop-de-whoop. But yeah, that might be a good reason to keep the wind lance on Kane or something. Of course, it's the first one we fight, had that. And Yang specifically took a lot of damage. Not a lot of magic defense on that guy. Also, let's have a look at our thoughts. Such a colossal palace, or place. Viridia. Doesn't mean the tower's empty. No, there'll be some friends here. No sign of Rubicons. We'll find him eventually. Could not have been built by human hands. How do you know that, Rosa? Are you an engineer? This much strength remains. It's just monsters, really. They've got some fancy cannons on this tower that are dealing with the dwarves, and just monsters, really. Just doing some map exploration here. You gotta finish up the map. Now, we won't be able to get 100% on every single floor. Oh man, this is brutal. Okay, this is really gonna hurt. If we get like multiple flame blasts, we're all dead. Shell will help a little bit. I don't even know. We'll try silence. We'll go all out for this one. Maybe should have just jumped with Kane. It looks like maybe they're not all using their flame blast, because if we got 3 flame blasts in a row, we'd be so dead. I managed to silence one of them. Not the greatest, but the one that's almost dead can't cast anything. Shiva, I expect, will do quite well. Or Shiva. I have no idea how to pronounce this stuff. I call it Shiva, because that's how I always said it. So let's just got a cool little ice throne. Typical Final Fantasy style Shiva, I like it. Pretty good damage. Hoping Yang... Oh, here's Scorch. There's the attack. It still managed to kill Rydia. That's annoying. Oh, I should have cried with Kane. That would have worked. I always forget about that. Cry is very good. This guy's almost dead and he's confused. Yeah, the kick from Yang works real well with that confusion. Alright, well, it could have been a lot worse. I'm sorry, Rydia, but lots of experience. Like I said, you can get some really good levels up down here. Oh, and we got haste. Ah, very, very good. That helps out a lot. Haste is one of the best spells for self-buffs. So you pretty much want to keep everyone at max HP. Although I believe that 3 of those flame beasts is probably the most difficult battle we'll get. For a while. It might be the hardest battle in here, as far as I know. But we'll see. Anyway, that's one floor done. Oh, good. Okay, hold on. Should have just gone cry. And then kick. And there's the Scorch. It killed Rosa? Dang it. Come on, Kane. Hang in there, buddy. Alright, confuse somebody. I don't know. I actually can't tell if it confused anybody. It didn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna start skipping the summons because they take too long. Oh, we almost killed them. Shiva plus a kick was just about enough. We just need like a 1 or 2 more levels up, and it'll be enough to wipe out the whole group. That will be nice. Especially if we could keep Rosa alive. Oh good, we got a bomb crank. So I feel like we're getting a little bit unlucky here. We're fighting a lot of the really, really hard enemies. There's other stuff that's not so bad. Although maybe it's just this first floor gets the worst. You know, there's definitely different encounters on different floors. Map complete. Antarctic winds. Yeah, those would be useful for those fights too. They're tied to your intellect though, so only Rydia could really use them effectively. Green Beret. I assume that's new hat for somebody. It's better than a headband. Bit of defense. Yeah, it actually gives you strength, so I suppose it looks like it's meant for Yang. It's no big deal either way, but he gets a little bit more defense. He keeps his +5 strength from the headband. He's pretty good at evading. He's just not very good against magic. Poor monks. Never good against magic in these games. Alright. Should I stop exploring the outside? Should I go to the middle first? Did I learn my lesson in the Tower of Zot? Oh! Oh, here we go. Of course they went for the mages first. Cecil, what the heck are you doing? You're supposed to cover her. Useless paladin. Okay, we killed 2. How did... Oh, he's confused. He hit himself. That's what that was. We're gonna need more Phoenix Downs at this rate. And it is important to revive Rosa before the battle's over because, you want to give her the experience, right? We need to get some levels up. Because I didn't do any level grinding like I maybe should have, you know, we're perhaps a little bit low level for this area. Osmos, there you go. Not that it was very effective from Tella, but it is one of those handy-dandy spells. So if these... Maybe I should leave draw attacks on and then they just hit Cecil instead of the mages. You know, seeing as that's probably why Rosa just died, I'm gonna put it back on. Now, this will probably just mean that Cecil dies instead, but... We'll give it a try. Alright, is this a door or is it... Well, is it a treasure room or is it the next floor? It's a treasure room! So generally when you see something like this, you're going to want to make sure everyone's healed up. And maybe even save it if you're scared. Ice Brand! Excellent. Good solid weapon. Oh, this is an easy one. So this is a security eye. We're probably not going to be able to kill it. As soon as you hit it, it does alarm and it summons something else. A stone golem. That did a lot of damage, actually. Kind of curious as to... Maybe I should cast Libra on some of these things. Oh, good, Yang. Very nice. Some of these chests are guarded by very difficult battles. This one doesn't feel that bad. I just want to cast Libra on it. For interest's sake more than anything. Let's see what he's got. He absorbs earth. He's got a lot of HP, basically. But Yang is doing a ton of damage. He's basically dead. Alright, well this was a much easier fight. I was expecting this one to be tough. It wasn't so bad at all. Now, he might hit really hard, but we've just been getting lucky on confusing him so quickly. Anyway, a little bit of experience. I would say the 3 Fire Beast things, Flame Beasts, were much more difficult. So, we've got an Ice Brand. Now, this, I believe, is flat out better. Okay, it doesn't do quite as much damage as the Dwarven Axe. But a lot of enemies are going to be weak against ice in here. So I'm going to give that to Cecil. And then I'm going to give my spare axe to Kane now. So, no longer will we get stuck with enemies absorbing the Flame Sword attack. If I remember correctly, there's a lot of fire elemental enemies. Okay, let's see if this is treasure. This is floor 11. Okay, before we go there, let's finish off 12 if we can. Although sometimes there's some loop-de-loop, you gotta go up and pick up some chests and then come back and stuff. Oh good, here we go again. That's gonna hurt. I sure hope they don't do multiple... Oh, you better defend, buddy, you're almost dead. I hope they don't start doing multiple... Oh, I should have dual casted it. I meant to do more healing. Multiple Scorches. I think we might have them here. I should have done more curing with Rosa. I definitely messed that up. I meant to do like a single cure on Cecil and then a group cure on everybody. At least we have him on defend. Now, there is another thing we could give Cecil. Assuming we ever learn Brace, which is what Yang has, we can give that to Cecil to replace Defend, and then he's taking all the attacks, and he's only taking 25% damage instead of half damage, which is probably a good idea. He's just defends and counters, or braces and counters. There's some pretty good combos. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Also, if you put Protect on him and Blink, stuff like that, keeps him alive a little bit longer. Arctic Winds. Ooh, shivers. This was a treasure room, woohoo! I'm glad I explored this part. Alright, there's your weapon for Kane. See, I told you, if you'd bought an extra axe, you would have just had to go through the first couple floors and bam, you already got better stuff. See? Alright, another one of these fights. I never Libra'd the actual eye. Oh, it's just one Flame Hound. Well, that's not that bad. Seeing as we've been fighting groups of 3 in the wild, this should be easy. Yeah, once Kane gets that Ice Lance going, he'll be doing awesome. All our 3 melee fighters will have an Ice Elemental weapon. Yeah, he's toast. Well, if Yang could hit... Looks like... Oh, come on! Thanks, Yang, for missing and causing everyone to get burned. And I do know that Yang and Kane. Yang has another claw that's maybe slightly better for stamina or strength. I could equip. I think it's it's the one that has poison on it. I just think ice plus confuse is much better in this situation. As you may have guessed, I've played through this game a fair number of times, so I kind of know what's coming up. Alright, Kane, say goodbye to your fancy axe. So the Ice Lance, the weakness is the accuracy. I don't know why Kane has so low accuracy in this version, but at least we've got Ice Elemental. He'll miss 1 in 5, but it's as good as he get, I guess. Maybe we'll be able to equip something to him that gets his accuracy maxed out. Possibly. Or maybe, no, see, I've seen him miss on jumps too. I was thinking maybe jump attacks have better accuracy, but I don't know, they miss. They can certainly miss. We'll just have the girls defend, let the guys deal with it. No problem. Ice Elemental for the win. A little bit of experience, no big deal. So now we've got like the 2 big weapons I wanted. Now there's some armor we're going to try to get. Oh, cat claws. That might be worth it. Let's see. Is it better than confusion? Doesn't do anything. It's just a little bit more speed, stamina, and evasion. Honestly, confusion plus ice is good. A little bit quicker attacks is nice. But honestly, I'm just not going to use them. As long as we can exploit elemental weaknesses, might as well do it. And confusion for free, you know, it's pretty handy. Surprise. Well, that's gonna hurt. Or not. These guys are actually pretty easy. Armadillo. Boo, armadillo. We'll get like counterattacks and we'll kill the whole group before we even get a turn. Oh no, there you go, King. And Kane still did not do enough damage. Come on, buddy. You gotta ship up or shape out or something, basically. Shape up or ship out? I got it exactly backwards. Good job. I do like the music for the Tower of Babil. I like a lot of the music, but I like this one specifically. Phoenix down. Sure, I've been using them. Now that Cecil's taking all the damage, though, he's a little bit better. Well, that'll do. Thanks to the counterattack. Draw attack plus counter. Yeah, it's not bad. I told you guys. We're already at the point where I'll start fast-forwarding through the easy-ish battles, because I think we're pretty much set now. I can just save a little bit of time. Try to keep Cecil topped up. Do we get treasure? Or do we get the next floor? Well, we're not going there yet. Hold off. Maybe this is a treasure room. Oh good, we found an egg. We're surprised by the egg. Just for interest's sake, I'll cast Libra on the mystery egg. So it absorbs... Really? I didn't even notice. It absorbs all elements. We actually have a pretty difficult time trying to kill that, because all of our melee attacks are elemental. Except for, like, the girls. Anyway, that's what it really is. It's really a black lizard hiding in an egg. The mystery eggs can give you a fair number of different enemies. That's just one of them. I believe you can actually get a really dangerous dragon-type enemy in them. Maybe not here, but later on or something. Maybe even here if you're unlucky. Although I believe that's one of the enemies that has like a really good rare drop. Don't quote me, but... Well, should I look around a little bit on the next floor? Killer bow. Oh, that's probably an upgrade. Killer. Mostly it makes her faster, which means she can also cast magic quicker. This bow must just be lighter than the other one. Oh good, these guys. Maybe we'll get lucky. First we'll cast Libra. But we already know they're weak against ice, thanks to the weakness sign there. Might as well just have Cecil defend, he's getting hit a lot. So, as with all of these types of enemies, they can draw the rainbow pudding. And now that I've already killed many hundreds of their brethren, maybe I'll finally get lucky here. Oh, that was not enough. Almost enough, but not quite. I guess we need a Shiva to finish these guys. Alright, well this should do it anyway. They're always annoying enemies, because they have such high defense when you first get there. Nope, we only got a potion. Dang it. If we never get a rainbow pudding drop, we literally can't finish Nemiway's side quest, which is kind of annoying. Antarctic wind, not really worth my trouble. But the map completion is. Looks like we got a little bit of roundabout. Have a quick look up here. Oh good, a back attack. Well, it's not like we can kill these things anyway. It's just another one of these. It'll be dead probably in one hit from Yang, yeah. Kind of a waste of time, to be honest. Only 1,000 experience, nothing serious. Like I said, that group of 3 flame beasts, whatever they're called, much more dangerous than all this stuff, and we've fought those on the first floor, so... If you can handle them, you should be fine for the rest. Yeah, some goblins. Oh no. I was thinking of doing a kick, but I think they'll all be dead before... Or most of them will be dead before we can even get that kick off. So we might as well just single target. Or let Cecil just counter kill everything. So good. I love that combo. Draw, attack, counter. So good. Oh, if only we can find the adamant armor. Well, fine, if we can get it. That would be great. The most overpowered of them all. Alright, another floor finished. A white fang. I promise nothing, but I will try to show off the in-battle consumables eventually. If I ever remember them, or if I ever see a situation where they look useful, I'll try to pull them off. Maybe just to save some MP on Rydia or something. Good. The jump, I'm sure, is going to really help. Oh good, he's got the counter, right. Don't forget about that. Black lizards are annoying when you don't have tons of DPS. That's why when we were fighting them on the main overworld at Agart, that's why they were such a problem, is we couldn't kill them in like 2 hits. It took 5 or 6. Everyone got counter petrified. It wasn't, they weren't the worst enemies, but definitely not easy. So I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 more floors, and then we'll probably say this episode's good. This might be a safe spot here, actually. It is! Well, seeing as the game so kindly gave me a safe spot right in the middle, I think I will actually cut this dungeon into 2 videos. It's a long one, and, you know, I didn't start right at the beginning of the tower anyway. I started back at the Dwarven Castle. So I think we'll say this is good for now. Next episode, we'll try to steal the crystals back, finally. So thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.